If this cuts off again, I'm gonna get on my laptop and do desktop live because this is annoying and my phone is fucked up. It's not YouTube, it's my phone. Even though it only does this on YouTube, it doesn't cut off on any other app. So I don't know why it does this on YouTube, but if it does it again, I'm just gonna get on the desktop because it's fucking up the chat. And the difference between me and y'all, while y'all are sitting around and harassing and lying on me, I'm actually putting in work behind the scenes. And that's the difference between me and you. You gossip, I work. We're not the same. Sorry, y'all, I cut off. Hopefully it doesn't cut off again. Okay. Yeah, if it cuts off again, I'm gonna get on my desktop. Actually, I'm gonna get my desktop ready so that because it might do it again. But it's crazy. It wasn't doing this earlier. It wasn't doing this earlier. So walking and fasting help you lose weight, right? Yes. Walking and fasting. Um, Fasting is good for us though. Like that's one thing that they don't really talk about. Like I didn't really learn about fasting in like high school or middle school. But fasting's good for like resetting your whole. Check on the flight and we will talk soon. The only thing is the airport is so far from here. That's another thing. Like there's not even no airports here. Like you gotta know I'm in the middle of Mayberry. I have to go either to Columbus or Detroit to catch a flight, which is fine. I can do that. But there are no fucking airports here. I'm about to look and see bus tickets. There's not even a bus that comes here. I would have to catch a. I'd have to take get a ride to Bowling Green because Bowling Green is the closest place where the bus comes. The bus don't even come here no more. That's how you know we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna look up both though because I like bus. Plus, I like a little. Let me see. I'm about to look up both. Um, Flights to Mississippi. Flights to Jackson. Is it in Jackson though? Are you in what part of Mississippi would I be looking for? Is it Jackson? Columbus, Mississippi? I've never even heard that. Is that a thing? Oh, I see it. That's crazy. That's ironic. Did you know Columbus was the capital of Ohio? Flights to Columbus, Mississippi. Flights to Columbus, Mississippi. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna check both. I'm trying to think. Columbus is closer. Columbus is a little bit closer than Detroit. So I'm gonna do Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio to Columbus, Mississippi. Look in the date. Like, hell yeah. Today is the 15th, so I'm going to look for. No, today's the 12th. Find flight. Do you know any good appetite suppressants? I'm cranky when I don't eat. Somebody must be calling me. Start juicing. Yeah, somebody was calling me. Like drink. You either get you a juicer or find you some really good organic juices, and then start juicing during the day. That'll fill you up. And sometimes you're not hungry. Sometimes you're just thirsty. But thirst can give you the same feeling as hunger. But if you can't fast right away, start off by have you ever heard of what's it called? I can't think of what it's called, but it's a certain type of fasting where you don't eat, like you can only eat from like I think it's like 12 in the afternoon to like 7 at night or something like that, 6 or 7 at night. You can only eat between those. What is it called? It's a certain type of fasting where you don't eat after a certain time at night. You can only eat for intermittent fasting. Start off with intermittent fasting. Um, that might help with like getting your body used to fasting. Intermittent fasting does help too because I used to do that too. Let me type in a Greyhound. Greyhound. Um, save choices. I would have to go to Bowling Green. I think that's the closest Greyhound station to MI. Cricket letter. Humpback, humpback. Mississippi. Go down. Columbus, GA. That doesn't come up. I'm trying to think. Mississippi does come up, but not Columbus, Mississippi. Why doesn't Mississippi come up? Hold on. I don't understand why it doesn't pop up when I type in Greyhound. I know they gotta have Greyhound out there. Shit, Greyhound down here originated out there. That's crazy. Control P. Control P. Okay, bioxy juicing, I can do that. 1 meal a day is a good one that you talk about. Yeah, but you might have to work your way up to do that because when I first started fasting and I would do my dry fast, I ain't gonna lie, that shit used to get me. I used to feel you're gonna feel lightheaded, especially when your body's getting used to it. You're gonna feel lightheaded. Same choices. Well, the good news is there is a bus. And the good news is it's cheap as fuck too. It's only 134. And the bad news is a long ass journey. It would take me days. But I think that would be actually kind of fun. It would take me 38 hours and 38 hours and 40 minutes to get there. But the good news is it's cheap as fuck. It's only 134 for a bus ticket. It's 400 and something. It's four if but it could probably be cheaper if I waited, but it's 458 for a bus ticket. I mean for a flight. And it's 134 for a bus ticket. Hell of a YouTube. Yeah. That's pretty cheap. I'm about to look and see. I know New York is like $500. I don't know why New York is so expensive. What? I can get to New York with $101? Man, what? I'm telling you, when I looked at Greyhound tickets to New York, that shit was like $500. That shit is $101. Bitch, that's dirt cheap. That's fucking dirt fucking cheap. I can afford $100. I'm good. How are you? That is dirt cheap, bro. $101.40. And I could leave Monday. I could leave Monday. The way you said it. Because the last time that I tried to look up New York, I'm telling you that ticket was like $500, a bus ticket. I was like, oh, hell no. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I have to get out of here, though. Definitely. Shit, that is dirt ass cheap, bro. I can afford $100. I love New York too. What's the question? I mean, I would have to get myself settled. I'm not going to be settled when I first get there. So, sure, whenever I get my shit together. So, how did you start your YouTube? So when I first started YouTube, I was terrible at YouTube. When I first started my YouTube, I tried to do my thumbnails because I didn't understand that thumbnails have to be a certain size. So I used to try to do my thumbnails on Snapchat and I would like screenshot it and I'd be like, bro. So when I first started, my thumbnails were terrible. And then when I really first started, I used to record on this old ass iPad that my brother had, and the quality was terrible. But I never went live. I used to just do just videos. Like I used to just do videos or whatever. And when I first started YouTube, I wasn't getting that many views. But how I ended up getting subscribers is I was already popping on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So I would just like send people, and I have OnlyFans, so I would send people from those places to come to my YouTube. And that's how I first started. But then I realized like some of those people will watch your videos like that you send, but it's better, in my opinion, to get people who find your content on YouTube and subscribe to you because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be more interested in your videos than people that you like try to get in your videos. But when I first started, I still have a long way to go before even my live streams. Like I still kind of have a long way to go until I feel like my videos are great. But I deleted all. This is a whole new channel. My first channel that I ever started, I deleted it. Um, so I wish I could show y'all what I mean by how videos were kind of bad. Um, the quality was bad, volume was bad. Um, but it was just something I really loved to do. And then as I got better, I started gaining more people. And then one night, I posted a video. I remember the first time I hit 1 million views. One night, I posted it was a twerk workout. It was actually on my twerk fitness page, the other page that I have. Um, I started that page to like do a whole bunch of twerk workouts, but then I gave up. Um, but then one day I like went on and I'm like, damn, 25K, 75K, 100K. Like it just kept blowing up. Every time I refreshed it, it just kept blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hit 1 million views. But it was content that couldn't be monetized. So that's what made me like delete a lot of my old videos and kind of like restart because that's the only thing is like you just want to make sure that your content is monetizable because yes, subscribers and views are good, but it's only good if you can get paid for it, if that makes sense. So I switched my content out. I started this page last year. Um, because I had like kind of like fell back. I like deleted all my social media for like I want to say if not like 6 months, almost a year, because I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I was going through depression, everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with social media. Then I was like, something just I don't know, something clicked with me one day, and I ended up signing back into my YouTube, started posting videos again. I made a new page. My new page started going crazy really early. Like this page is like probably the fastest I've ever grown subscribers and views. And then last year I was eligible to be monetized. I think I applied around it might have been around my birthday last year. And I didn't get it. I was so pissed off. I was damn near about to quit. But I snapped out of my little attitude and I was like, you know what? I'm going to, hey, I switched over some of my content. Thank you. I switched over some of my content and I put it on my backup page. And then I just kept working because after you get denied, the first time you get denied, you can apply again in 30 days. I waited way longer than 30 days. I applied again. I've been monetized on this since September. So I waited like 6 months to reapply because I wanted to make sure that my page was actually going to get accepted this time. Because you can keep applying over and over again, but the more times that you apply, the longer you have to wait. So the first time you can reapply in 30 days. They'll tell you what was wrong with your channel. Mine was copyright because I had a lot of my music on this channel. So I reapplied, got it. But what I was going to say is the second time and after every time you apply after your first time, it takes 90 days before they let you reapply or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm about to reapply. I went through my channel, I looked through it, I deleted anything that I thought that they wouldn't accept. Deleted all of it. I was like, it can go. I don't care about the views. And I think like a day later, I got my acceptance. It was like literally the birthday of my channel. Like the 1 year anniversary of my channel is the day that I got monetized. And trust me, I wasn't expecting it. I thought they were going to deny me. I was like, because there was a couple things still on my channel. I'm like, I don't know. Because YouTube is very picky, like extremely picky on who, like, it doesn't matter if you have the watch hours and stuff. Like, your content has to be okay. And they go through every single video, every single post, every single everything. They have people go through the people that they work with, and they go through everything before they accept you. And I got accepted. Now, I have my backup channel. I never thought I was going to even use that channel to get monetized. and I deleted a couple things, but I was like, I didn't care or not if they were going to monetize me on the other one because I already had one. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to apply. I was like, I have the right amount of watch hours and the right amount of subscribers. Might as well just see if they'll let me. And I honestly didn't believe that they were going to accept me. Like, I really didn't believe that I was going to get accepted on them. Bro, I got the little email and I was going through a really bad situation. This was like three weeks. This is the fourth, this is going on the fourth week. So it was 3 weeks ago. And they fucking accepted me. I got the congratulations. You are now a YouTube partner. And I was so happy, bro. I just felt like I've accomplished something, especially because I've like YouTube is something I've been doing for a couple years. And a lot of people, especially people who don't do stuff like that, they think that if you're not monetized within a certain amount of time, like basically it's a waste of time because they don't know anything about it. But it took Mr. Beast 8 years to get any views, and he's still, I mean, not monetized. It took him 8 years to get his first viewer. So a lot of people don't understand, people talk about things that they don't understand. They don't get it because it's not. And I was so happy, especially because my family is like, "You're still doing YouTube? You're still doing YouTube?" Yes, I am. And now I have two pages that is monetized. So I guess all that YouTube paid off. So yeah, basically, don't listen to haters, especially people who don't know anything about it. You know what I mean? Don't listen to the naysayers and the people who don't have the balls to put themselves out there and don't know how to hustle and don't know how to do side businesses. You can't listen to them. You have to follow your instinct. If I listened to all the people who told me that I should have quit YouTube, I would never have two channels monetized. Literally. So that's just my little story. But yes. And sometimes stuff comes when you least expect it because I was not expecting to get either of them at the time. I thought I was going to get denied on both. So yeah, that was my little YouTube journey. But when I first started my video, it keeps fucking up. It's my phone. I know it's my phone. But yeah, let me see if I can turn the Wi-Fi on. I don't know if it should. I wonder if it'll automatically connect. It shouldn't be the Wi-Fi though. I know for a fact it's my phone, but sometimes when I turn the Wi-Fi on, it doesn't cut off like that. But yeah, that was my journey. And I just have to say it was God because they came at the time that I needed it to come, basically. Like, you may not get stuff when you want it, but sometimes you get stuff when you need it. And, like, it definitely came in times where I needed it. Nothing at the library, talking to y'all, trying to figure out where I'm about to go because I didn't know that I could get to New York for $100. Now I have to think of a game. Seriously, now I have to think of a fucking game plan. I might not go on Monday because I have that meeting and I need to get my classes registered. Hi. Because the year is almost over and I know that next week is probably the last week for teachers. This week is probably the last week for teachers to I don't know though. When I looked at Janet's calendar, she had a lot of days open. So I don't know what days the teachers and the faculty gets off. But I know I have to like hurry up and get this shit done because next semester starts, I think, on January 5th. So I have literally weeks, which I'm not worried about it because one time I went to school, it was literally like a week before. Like I was had my classes registered a week before school started. It was like a spur in the moment thing. Um, but I just wasn't ready. I had too much going on. Any messages from God today? Do unto others as you want done to you. Treat people how you want to be treated. Don't cast a stone. What do you say? What do you say? No, 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 no. There's the one I like. Something about not talking about the speck. It says if your neighbor. Now I gotta go find this. If your neighbor. Hold on. This is my favorite one because this talks about talking about people when you really have your own shit that you really need to look in the mirror and talk about. Speck in the eye. Hold on. Speck. And now these losers will have to go back to finding some other source of entertainment other than harassing me. So, speck in your eye. Reverse. Okay, I'm about to find it. What did he say? Hold on. He said, why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? Hold on. Let me run it back. He said, why do you look at the speck of sawdust of your brother's eyes and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Shall I break it down on what he's talking about? He said, how are you going to talk about somebody else when you have to look in the mirror first before you can speak on somebody else? And then once you work on your own self, then you can talk about somebody else and help them. You're a hypocrite. That's my favorite verse, I'm telling you. That is Matthew 7:35. I might get that tatted on. That is my new favorite verse. That it's such a beautiful verse because it's so true. And those are my messages from God. That's deep because I want to change people's lives with my music, but not putting in the work to change myself. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what to say to that. Well, if you know what you got to do, then do it. That's all I can say. But yeah, that's a real deep verse. But I can't wait for this lawsuit. It's going to be real messy. People are going to have a lot of explaining to do. I can't wait for these lawsuits. Come 2026. Come 2026. No. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. Now I know that these crayons are dirt cheap. Only thing that sucks is there's fucking Ubers here. If I pre-schedule an Uber, I might be able to get an Uber. But these cabs would be high as hell. The cabs be damn near more money than the fucking Greyhound. Literally. I paid $80 to get from Bowling Green to Toledo, which is like 15 miles up the road. I paid $80 for a one-way trip to fucking Toledo. But I didn't have a choice because I'm telling you, we're in Mayberry. There's not even Ubers here like that. Like, you might be able to get you an Uber, but it's like real. There's only a few people who do it here, so it's not like a big city where you can just be anywhere. Boom, hit an Uber, and your Uber come. Like, nah, bro, it's not like that here. So now I'm about to work on a game plan to get the fuck in here. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here. Literally. Now people can go back to their miserable ass lives and not focus so much attention on me. I don't think people understand how much time that they put in spending attention on me versus their own life. Like, you're spending a lot of time worried about somebody else. I could never do that, especially for free. Like, but yeah, I can't wait for these lawsuits. I really can't. And at this point, I'm gonna have to just sue the whole city of Findlay because everybody's in on it. It's not just one person; it's the whole city. So at this point, it's gonna be Nola versus the city of Findlay, Ohio. For real, somebody's going. That's all. This is beyond just harassment. This greetings. The church people be on it. I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you go to church, you praise God, but then you're evil as fuck outside of church? How does that work? No, seriously, how does that work? Greetings. And then what's so scary is like, I really feel like I'm being stalked. I really feel like when I get into certain places, people be texting people like, oh, she's here, or oh, I just seen her. Because I'd be like, how did you even know I was here? You know what I mean? I'm about to get on desktop because this keeps cutting off and it's making me mad. Even though desktop views are not as high as my thing, this is going to keep messing up my views if I keep Xing it off. So I'm about to go desktop. I'm about to go desktop. People just be jealous when you can do shit that they can't do. That's all it is. And instead of just being inspired or using you for motivation, they'd rather just try to take instead of working on the things that they're jealous of you about, which you're not going to get anywhere because you're not going to stop anything. I'm global. I have fans all over the world. So, what are you stopping? Nobody knows who you are at all. What are you stopping? But seriously, learn to connect your encoder to the live. Copy and paste. Stream from. Okay, what is this saying that? Start stream from your software. Start streaming as videos from your stream software. I don't have stream webcam. Okay, that is if I was connected. Okay, I'm about to go desktop. I'm about to just start doing desktop lives and just get my views up on here because. But it's crazy because this didn't do this at the Y, and I've been going live at the Y. Desktop lives. I'm just gonna say just chatting. Just chatting. No. Next on chat replies. Do it once again. Just all right. Last one, and then I'm about to log into my. I'm about to do it on my computer because this keeps cutting off, and that's messing up my views. All right.